Hello, dear students. Let's continue our topic of file structure. In the previous video, we saw what do you mean by spanned and unspanned file organization. Now, in this video, we will see what is an ordered file. Just imagine we have a EMP table, okay, stored on the hard disk, and it has columns like emp number, name, salary, and department ID, as you see. What you see here is that this table is ordered on the employee number column. You can see that all employee numbers are in increasing order. Such a file which is sorted, permanently sorted, I am saying, because it is stored on the hard disk, such a file which is permanently sorted on some column of the table is called ordered file. Okay. Now, for making the things easy, what I have assumed is that in each block of the hard disk, only two records are stored. Now, this is a lot of assumption I am doing because generally a block size, as we saw in the earlier video, block size is 1 KB or rather more than that. So more records can fit in one block, but we are assuming that two records fit in one block. So there are 8 records and total of 4 blocks of hard disk are needed to store this table. So number of blocks are 4. Also you remember that whenever we want to read one record from this table, suppose DBMS wants one record from this table, it has to access hard disk, isn't it? Because the records are stored on the hard disk. But then DBMS is not going to read only one record from the hard disk. It will always read entire block from the hard disk. So it is always block read or block write which is happening. Remember this. Now I am going to explain what is the use or what is the advantage of keeping the file ordered on a particular column. The advantage is that the searching becomes faster. Recall in the earlier video, we did not learn how the records are really searched. Rather, take an assumption that we have written a query like this: select star from EMP where emp number is equal to 8. So we want only one record whose number is 8. But then big question is, if this table is stored on 4 different blocks, how will DBMS come to know or find out that which block has the record of our interest? Rather, how will DBMS come to know that block 4 is containing that record which has number 8, name H, and so on? So searching is needed, isn't it? What DBMS has to do, what system has to do is it has to search the table not record by record but block by block, because remember, always a block is read and placed in the RAM, that is internal memory. One great advantage of keeping the table ordered on employee number or any column is we can execute binary search. Binary search on this table. So let's see how binary search will work on this table. 4 blocks are there. Total number of 4 blocks. I'll write here 1, 2, 3, 4. These are block numbers. Then the center block will be found out. We call it as midpoint. Now there is no perfect midpoint here because there are 4 values. So 2 and 3 are eligible candidates for center. Let us take 2 as center. So second block is what system will read. Please try to understand, this second block will be taken into RAM, that is internal memory. So second block placed in the RAM means this record with number 3 and number 4 is there in the RAM now. I'm not writing other details like name, salary, and so on. Now what system will do is, it has got this second block in the RAM. It will search this block record by record and know that this block does not have employee number 8. But then here comes the big point of binary search. If record with number 8 is not there in this block, which is block B2, block 2, then where can be employee number 8? Listen, employee number 8 can be only below. Check below the block 2 because the last employee number here is 4. Observe. And we are searching for 8. And remember, employees are sorted on employee number. So if employee number 8 has to be there, it has to be there below employee number 4, isn't it? Or rather, after employee number 4. Let me clean a few things. So what happens now? Block number 2 does not have record of our interest. We are searching for 8. And listen, block number 1 also cannot have that record, isn't it? Come on, because 4 itself is lighter than 8, then 8 must be below this. So what is done is, in this list 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 are simply ignored now. And 3 and 4, which is remaining, these blocks remaining are under scrutiny. Isn't it so? Now, for 3 and 4, I'll write here block numbers 3 and 4. Again, midpoint is found. These are the blocks that we are searching. And there is no perfect midpoint because there are only two values. Let's say 3 is the midpoint. So now this time, block 3 is read, is taken into the RAM by our system. And block 3 has two records with number 5 and 6 with other details. But listen, this also doesn't contain the record of our interest. But then where should be the record? It must be below block 3 because we are searching for a record with employee number 8, which is greater than 6. So now even block 3 is ignored from now onwards and only block 4 remains. I hope you are understanding. Wait a minute. Give me some time again. Okay. Only block 4 now remains. So that block has to be read, obviously, isn't it? The only block that is now pending, block 4, is taken into the RAM. And this block has 7 and 8, and here is 8, the record found. First, the block was taken into RAM. Please try to understand. Then record was found, and then it was displayed. So the point here is that are we searching the file record by record? No. We are searching the file block by block. Keep this in mind. We are reading a block. Agreed, once the block is in the RAM, then we are searching the record. Once the block is in the RAM, the block contains n number of records. We can search the records in the RAM. By the way, the big point here is how many blocks were accessed. How many times the system had to go to hard disk and fetch a block. Recall, first time block 2 was read, correct? Next, block 3 was read. And last, block 4 was read. So 3 block accesses were needed before we got our record, correct? Now this 3, the quantity 3 is exactly equal to log of n to the base 2 plus 1. And here this n is the number of blocks, not number of records. Please try to understand, because we are counting how many blocks were read. So don't be under an impression that this n will be 8 because we have 8 records. No, we have 4 blocks, and that n is 4 over here. In our example, n is 4 blocks. So you tell me, isn't this 3 number of block accesses equal to log of 4 to the base 2 plus 1? What is log of 4 to the base 2? 2. So this is 2 plus 1. Exactly, isn't it? Listen very carefully. Just imagine that we have a very large file which is divided into B1, B2, B3, and so on up to B8 block. 8 blocks are there now. Okay. So I'll write the block numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks are there. what will binary search do? It will first take the middle block. Let's say 4 is the middle, and this block doesn't contain our record, and we understand that the record that we are searching is to the right of this. That means now we are going to search only 5 6 7 8, and we again find midpoint, and we say that this block is also not containing our record, but the record that we are searching has a value, has a key value greater than the largest record over here. So we again go to the right. So 7 8 is pending, isn't it? We again find the midpoint. Let's say 7 is the midpoint. 7 is also not containing our record. Now we search only 8, and maybe 8 is containing our record or not containing our record, maybe. So that record is not present, correct, isn't it? So how many block accesses were done? First block access here, block 4, second here, block 6, third here, block 7, and fourth here, block 8. Eighth block was also read. Now you watch that number of block reads, that is hard disk reads, that our system will have to do is equal to log of n to the base 2 plus 1, where n is the number of blocks. This is exactly log of 8 to the base 2 plus 1. Log of 8 to the base 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And really, genuinely, 4 block accesses were done. Now, as we have come through algorithmic complexity and we know O notation very well, O log of n to the base 2 plus 1 can be very well written as big O of log of n to the base 2. We can drop the lower order terms. So binary search will give you a very good performance because number of blocks that you are actually fetching from hard disk is very less. You can imagine if we had 1024 blocks. Oh, good Lord, this is a very large file, and each block is containing several records, but these are number of blocks. Then we have to hardly do 10 block accesses. 10 times we will have to read the hard disk, which is much lesser quantity than 1024. I hope you are understanding. Isn't it so? Now, just imagine unordered file. Say we have again employee number, name, salary, and department ID. But this file is not ordered on any of the columns. So we may have employee number 3, then 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, and so on. Okay, and some names are there, salary. I'm not wasting time in writing that. And imagine again that each block contains only 2 records. So we have block 1, block 2, then we have 5 and 4 in block number 3, block 3, and we have, let's say, 8 and 7 in block 4. So 4 blocks are there, isn't it? And now we want to search a particular record. Let's say I say select star from EMP where employee number is 5, let's say, or let's say 8. I want to search this record, 8. But then there is no ordering here, isn't it? There is no point in doing binary search. I hope you can understand. So what the system does is simply it reads block 1, places it in RAM, and searches, is this containing 8? With other details also it is transferred. No, it isn't containing 8. Then we can't take any idea whether 8 is above or below this block. So block 2 is read. This also doesn't contain 8. Block 3 is read. This also doesn't contain 8. Block 4 is read, and that contains 8. So we got our record. So how many block access were done? Exactly n, where n are the number of blocks. I hope you are understanding. So can you imagine, we have an ordered file. Listen, we have an ordered file and unordered file. Ordered file and unordered file both having n blocks. N blocks. But then what will be time complexity? Time complexity to search. It will be big O of log n to the base 2. But what will be complexity here to search? It will be big O of n. I'm not saying, I hope you are understanding. I'm not saying always it is n. This is worst case, isn't it? Because what if you were searching for employee 3, then in the very first block you will get happy day. But when we talk about complexity, we generally talk about worst time, isn't it? So in worst situation, if there are 1024 blocks, can you imagine unordered file can do 1024 block accesses? Just imagine one block access of hard disk takes 1 millisecond, then this is going to take 1024 milliseconds, which is a lot of time. Whereas ordered file is going to just take 10 block accesses. That's because log of 1024 to the base 2. So keeping a file ordered on some particular key can be beneficial as compared to keeping the file unordered. But then there comes disadvantage whenever there is an advantage. What is the disadvantage is that for the ordered file, ordered file insertion becomes slower. Insertion operation is slower. Why? Just imagine again that we have that employee table with emp number, name, salary, salary, and department ID. And we have employees right now as 1, 5, 9, 10. These are the employees. Now suppose new employee joins and we give it employee number 4. If the new employee joins with employee number 4, then this person has to be inserted here, isn't it? But how are you going to insert between 1 and 5? You will have to push down all these records by one row and you will have to make place for this new person who has employee number 4. So insertion operation, can be really very slow for ordered file because we want to always keep the file ordered, isn't it? By the way, insertion operation for unordered file insert operation is fast. Insertion is fast. Why? Because there is no criteria. If you have emp number, name, and so on, salary and department, and if you have kept the file unordered, then you may have employees stored in any order of employee number. Now suppose a new person joins with employee number equal to 4. Then who cares? Anyway, the file is unordered. You can ask this person to join at the end. So insertion will be taking a constant time of 01, isn't it? It will be very quick. Just add the new employee at the end because anyway you want to keep the file unordered. So searching is fast in ordered, searching is slow in unordered. Remember, searching is very fast in ordered, searching is slow in unordered, whereas insertion is slow here, but insertion is fast. But big point you should take from this video is that whenever we see performance of searching a table, we always specify the performance in terms of number of blocks, not in terms of number of records. Remember this. Okay, when we return in the next video, we will try to learn about indexing. Okay, and I will teach various types of indexes like primary index, secondary index, clustering index, and so on. Thank you very much.